We rarely see cases like this. A New Mexico police officer is now facing criminal charges for shooting a man point blank in the back of the head. And some are calling what happened after that shooting a cover-up. Ryan Laughlin shares why our state's top prosecutor took a police officer into custody today and what he says is needed to hold police officers accountable across the state, Ryan.
Well, Julie, this whole thing started as a routine investigation at a gas station in Las Cruces back in 2022. It ended with a 36-year-old bleeding out on the pavement and the man trusted to protect and serve with some allegations of excessive force. Well, he's now facing criminal charges for his death. A warning, the video you're about to see is graphic. It was a routine 911 call from a gas station attendant over an allegedly stolen beer that brought Las Cruces police here in 2022.
You're not coming back on file, man.
Hey, step out of the car.
There is going to be a strong reaction.
Attorney General Raul Torres is bracing for what comes next.
There will be a strong and understandable sense of anger.
His office released this video today.
Okay, step out.
Police say they cannot identify Presley Eze, a nurse working in the area. A contentious back and forth quickly escalates and turns physical. The view from a witness with a cell phone shows things more clearly. Two officers and Eze wrestle on the ground. And right there, you can see Eze is holding a taser. A second later, Officer Brad Lunsford pulls out a gun and pushes it toward the back of Eze's head. And he pulls the trigger. Torres says Eze never used that taser.
So he came out that day to kill my son.
Eze's family, their attorney, and the local NAACP stood by the Attorney General when he announced,
"We determined that criminal charges were justified in this context."
Officer Lunsford surrendered to agents from the Office of the Attorney General. He was taken into custody. He is now charged with manslaughter. Torres says his office will not attempt to keep him in jail until trial.
There is likely to be a counter reaction that divides members of the community. Oftentimes, this can lead to things occurring on the street, violent protests and social unrest. To honor the family and to honor the pursuit of justice, that we can do everything that we can so that calmer heads will prevail.
Some today say the city of Las Cruces tried to cover up what happened by not releasing public information. But an outside attorney for the city categorically denies those allegations. He says the city was surprised to learn that Officer Lunsford was getting criminally charged and had no communication with the AG ahead of today's announcement. AG Torres says, meanwhile, there is a need for statewide independent investigators and prosecutors to look into cases like this one. Last note here, Julie, Officer Lunsford was booked and released today. We're going to continue to follow his case.
Definitely a lot to follow here, Ryan. Thank you.